What? He said that? That's crazy. We'll go all white. Fuck it. What's your color, Russ? Blue? Alright, good luck, cousin. That's what they fucking wanted. You can't even see it yet. I'm not about to do that. You said Mount Bernie? What, hot? It's hot? It wasn't hot. It was salty for me. It wasn't hot to me. It was just salty. Is toxic, bro.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Yeah, rain games are the worst. Facts.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And it's crazy, too. It's crazy because it be the nigga you want to throw to that slip. Like out of everybody, this nigga want to slip. Like, come on now.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game.
It's in the calendar.
It's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
He's going to air one out. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass. As
now we got one TV.
The Bears at 10-2 on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
All right, favorably everything.
He completes it to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Joseph Charlton on now to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Look at this shit.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
Oh, no. You get your nipples up? Oh, no, you. Nah, stop talking to me, boy. Stop talking to me, boy.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give it to a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bearsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT. Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future, and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
She was like playing.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
Now just sit there and let her.
Huge play there for Chicago. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double, you would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
They got one. They got
Extra
one
point
game.
by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The tackle by Robert Quinn. Well, this defense for the Bears, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
She wouldn't even do that. It's not even like her. Oh shit! I didn't.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Bag it.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will fall incomplete.
How?
Took a
No,
shot.
I'm challenging that. You bugging. I better be able to challenge. Yo! I can't challenge?
There on what will turn out to
I'm about
be
to give you
the
the
final
win, bro.
play of this first quarter.
I can't challenge that, bro.
Very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time, but nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Into
the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Really good run with a touchdown. Next one.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
What the? Oh.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hawkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Back to throw, Fields. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early
you know that
in the game.
bad special delivery?
That's when the clamps are supposed to come out.
That shit was not good this year. And like to get playmaking back is mad fast. All you gotta do is call for a pick, go like you're driving to the rim, and then both the picks, the dude who guarded the dude said the pick, they both come at you. So the dude cuts, boom, you hit him with an alley-oop every time, bro. You get back just quick as shit on playmaking.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run on first down.
I could upgrade my dude to 93 right now if I wanted
to.
to.
47, 1-yard gain. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he
most
has
of my
that
badges
opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You guys playing the league game?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
What build did
Sometimes
you
you
put
just
that
sit back
VC
and
in?
marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed,
the
strength,
one in the
quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Yeah, I made a big bro. That nigga could shoot, play defense,
Here's Fields.
and could dunk. He has a 99 rebound, 99 block.
Effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Oh, you guys playing each other in the league game?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Fields. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Hawkins. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On now, Tucker McCann. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. McCann's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Shit. Good shit.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Martin Emerson. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fields. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
But these are the situations that really tested defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick.
Yo, finally that building you made it to the point left.
McCann's kick up and good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Left side, got Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Off play action, Fields. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. On first down, it's Hawkins down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 45 on second down, Fields forced out to his left. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. McCann's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll go again to Jones. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Rodgers now on first down. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. An inside give to Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers going to give this one to Dyllan. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Up the middle, Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Being chased out left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Room here to run. And they work this out past the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow, they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Oh, we're going there with our guards again?
They'll run on first down. It's Hawkins, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack.
And
it's 3rd down.
Shit, bro.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Yeah.
Now on 3rd and long,
to get a
they'll look to
contact,
throw.
you have to be with dunking with him.
This complete to Jones. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Yeah.
A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
What the fuck?
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. On the right side, this is Miller. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Look at the wow.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And boy, Charles, it is no doubt a passing league. We get that, but did you ever think we would see someone pass for 7,000 yards in a season? He just went over that threshold.
Brandon, 7,000 yards means you've had a monster game each and every game of the year. If you throw for 350, that would hurt your average. That means you've made every throw, very few drops by your receivers. You've moved the ball effectively every time out.
2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Fields throwing again. He'll flip this out to Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Out is Tucker McCann now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McCann's kick up and good. And that will extend their lead even further. We're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
We'll take it. We ain't worried.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears.
See what we got to do. We ain't
This
worried.
was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they
They got robbed me of a touch, 2 touchdowns. They robbed me of. It's okay.